Chicago to start out. Now here's Rose. Pass to Towns. And here's Edwards from the arc. Out to Doncic. And here's Rose. Doncic outside. Shot clock at 6. Kept alive. And Towns throws it down.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
Rose.
Assisted.
And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Towns at the elbow. That one's not going to go. So Orlando will take it the other way. To the inside. Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Nice pass by Derrick Rose, spotting a wide open guy from the corner of his eye.
By Derrick Rose.
Straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Incredible D Rose steal with great lift. Breaks out a dunk he's probably been working on for a while.
Poked loose. Stolen by Pippen. Here's Rose. It's rebounded by Doncic.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The defense is right there. Quality contest, and they threw him off his rhythm.
Assisted by.
And there he goes, Booker, showing off the vert.
Johnson with the block.
Out of bounds.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside, Towns. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Towns has got 7 points.
Tremendous vision D Rose has. Always finding ways to make an impact. One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Outside, Towns. Drains the three-pointer. Towns has got a couple of threes now in the first for Chicago.
And never lacking confidence from deep. Some big men have to develop that confidence. Towns has always had it.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Outside for Pippen. Johnson wide open. He fires. Tries yet again. And deep. Pippen drops it in.
Contact doesn't phase Pippen. Still able to get that one to go.
Here's Rose.
D Rose with the
Driving in. And Rose throws it down hard.
Incredible D Rose steal with great lift. Breaks out a dunk he's probably been working on for a while.
Orlando's shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. Chicago making some changes. Both free throws good from Booker.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
At the elbow, it's Gasol. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
Assisted by
And
Stephen
Gasol
Curry.
excels from that mid-range area. If you leave him open from there, you're going to pay the price.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
So it's Chicago now, following the bucket by Orlando. To the middle. Here's Anthony. Curry outside. He can't get that one. So Orlando will take it the other way. Here's Rose. Lays it up off the glass. Rose has got 6.
Derek is just exceptional in the paint. A gifted scorer amongst the trees.
Outside Durant. Pass to Anthony. Outside Durant. The tray. Anthony's shot is off. Magic leading by 4. Inside. And the basket by Johnson.
Larry Johnson.
8 points for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Anthony in the corner. Here's Ginobili. Right side, Kevin Durant. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot's good from Gasol.
Nice move by Gasol. When playing with energy, he's tough to keep off the glass.
Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Back to Anthony. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Orlando.
16. The Magic. 22. All right, then.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Embiid, no good.
Joel Embiid.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Magic. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Outside, Jones. The three-pointer, no good. Orlando leading by 10. Booker, good.
And great energy from Booker there in the paint, just working hard to get to his shot.
Pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Assist goes to.
Don't you wish you
Larry
could
Johnson.
leap like Pippen? I mean, I do.
Basket, good. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Eddie Jones.
And there's the call on Jones.
Second team foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Checking in for Chicago.
Here's Bargnani. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim, you have to compete at all times.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Larry Johnson.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
They've had better patience, better shot selection so far, but we still have a long way to go.
Pass to Dragic. 6 to shoot. Edwards. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And that interior presence of Embiid, guys that big shouldn't be able to move like that.
Here's Bargnani. He can't get that one to fall. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
Backcourt violation.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Substitution on the court.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. The Magic leading by 10. Here's Embiid. Pass to Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold. Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Down low, Oladipo trying to get open. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And how about the clever move by Rose? He somehow manages to get around the contact and finish.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation. And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Oladipo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
First personal foul.
The combination of shooting and speed Oladipo provides his team is invaluable. And his hunger to keep getting better, also impressive.
Chicago trails by 18. Curry way outside. Rebound by Joel Embiid.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
You know what we call this play?
The assist.
A dumb play all the way around, especially at this particular time.
Pass to Doncic. And again, no good by Chicago. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Count the basket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Curry shot is off. To the paint. 1 second left. And Banchero. And so it's Orlando holding a 22-point lead as
the Magic 50.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Orlando leading by 22. Inside. And finished off by Banchero.
Nice find by Dragic. Great vision, unselfish basketball.
Rose looking around. Out to the wing. Back to O'Neal. Pass to Rose. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Chicago foul.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Second personal foul.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Now here's Rose.
Orlando foul.
And it's Dragic with the foul.
Dragic.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. And Edwards with the stop.
flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff. Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And so here is Chicago.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
It's good. Dragic has got 4 points in the quarter.
That's a strong move right down there in the paint. Something you see a lot from Goran Dragic.
Now, here's Doncic. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
An elite prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all 3 levels, makes plays for others. Terrific rebounder. Man, the list goes on and on.
Outside, Towns. And again, Chicago. No good. Embiid drives in. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
Assisted.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
What it was, they are getting better shots, which has gotten them into a rhythm, and they're knocking down everything.
Now, here's Rose. Can they get it? And he's good on the 3-ball. Rose has got 5. Many scouts had Banchero as the safest pick in the draft. Would you agree?
He and maybe Jabari Smith Jr. What separates Banchero a little, he's an elite back to the basket scorer. Those guys have become increasingly harder to find.
Talented, driven, he puts constant pressure on your defense.
Oladipo outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And the rejection by Towns.
And when it's his focus, Towns is a very good shot blocker, both on ball and as a help defender.
The 3 for Doncic. Chicago with a new 14. From deep 3-point range, drills the 3-pointer. Doncic has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Chicago. And finished off by Wagner.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Puts up a 3. The shot, no good. And a deep 3 from Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And here's Rose outside. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. Down low. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Assisted by.
Offensively, we see Embiid all over the floor, but inside is where he can really utilize that size.
And it's Orlando's ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him.
Derrick Rose.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Here's Curry with the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Curry's got his first 3 points of the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
And so it's Orlando leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Chicago with the ball. To the inside. Jones. And Jones slings it in.
No way Dragic misses that wide open man. He plays good heads-up basketball.
Right side, Pippen. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Orlando with the ball. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Now into the lineup for
Chicago making a switch here. Durant way outside. And again, no good by Chicago. Here's Rose. Pass to Mathurin. Poked away. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
The ball goes to Orlando.
And defensively, Ginobili puts just as much effort on that side of the ball. Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. And it's Rose missing.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
It's Pippen on the wing. Trying to get open is Johnson. And that's good. Scottie Pippen for three.
Practically automatic shot there by Pippen. He knows he just needs the ball, and he is good to go.
Andrea Bargnani.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
Something I've noticed is how aggressive they've been on driving the basketball. Time and time again, they've turned cracks in the defense into points.
Orlando dictating the flow. Johnson left side. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Pippen. And it's Pippen slamming it down.
The assist.
And how much do you love to see a guy with the skill and the nerve to pull off that reverse?
Well, you know, Greg, if it was any other player, it might be surprising. But he is just so good. Here's Mathurin. Off target from three-point range. To the wing on the left. Outside, Ginobili. The rebound by Pippen.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Mathurin. Again, the Magic score. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Pass to Dragic. Back to Anthony. Ginobili outside. And a miss there on the triple. And Embiid has got the ball here for the Magic. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Got that bucket in no time at all.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
And it's Orlando's ball. They're on a 13-4 run.
Oh!
Larry Johnson.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Pass to Bargnani. Nice move. And he sinks the layup. Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment.
Here's Embiid. And Bargnani sends it back. To the middle. Johnson.
Larry Johnson.
And it's Johnson with the jam.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
Here's Orlando now. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team
Fouling like that isn't how you
Checking
get
in for
back in the
Chicago.
game.
Chicago making a switch here. Rose, no good.
Stephen Curry.
Outside Curry. Three-pointer. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
Sometimes that shot feels like the equivalent of a layup, but it's 3 points for Curry instead of 2.
Assist from Benedict
I'd say
Mathurin.
that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. "32 seconds left in the fourth. From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Here's Rose. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Curry. From deep three-point range,
It'll be a
and
turnover.
it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
Into the lineup for Chicago, Goran Dragic.
And so it's Orlando
That's the end
taking
of the
this
game.
one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.